Or hey YouTube, we're here back with Acepcion, the Ed Show. He pretty much runs my channel for me, like 4 videos in a row the whole month. So so this is your 4th one, right?
Yeah.
What's the next one on the list here? What city are you gonna smash next?
Hopefully ARG Anaheim. I think that's like the next thing I'm for sure going to.
Okay. So first off, you're not playing VA, you're not playing Shaddolls, you're playing Ritual Beasts.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master here?
So my friend Anson, he forgot his deck at home. Halfway during the trip we noticed this. So he needed a deck to play and he wanted his invite. So I gave him my BA deck and we scrounged up together a Ritual Beast deck.
And how comfortable were you with Ritual Beast? Like, how much did you play this deck prior to this event?
Before the regionals, like the very first regional in Arizona, I played a lot of Ritual Beast. Like ever since the nationals, where Miguel Soto played it, I like playing that deck a lot. And I have the deck like all foreigned out. Like the deck I played at the regionals was like max rarity and like all foreign like Ritual Beast cards. So like Ritual Beast is like actually one of my favorite decks.
So you were pretty comfortable with the deck. You knew what you were doing.
I knew what I was doing.
Okay, so what were your matchups at Vegas?
I played 1 Shaddolls, 1 Towers Turbo, 2 Nekroz, a Psy-frame, an anti-meta deck, a hero deck, and then the last round of the regional, I actually had to play Ultimate Athlete.
UA?
Yeah, I had to play UA last round of the regional.
What?
Yeah, he started off 6-0.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah, he lost his last 2 rounds.
How many rounds is it? 8 rounds?
It's 8 rounds.
So you ended up 7-1.
7-1, yeah.
So what'd you end up losing to?
I lost to Towers Turbo.
Towers Turbo. Everyone hates that deck. So as you said, like the meta was pretty diverse. Did you think that Vegas was gonna be pretty diverse, or that was gonna be pretty like Nekroz heavy or stuff?
I thought it was gonna be like full of anti-meta, like rogue decks, a lot of VA. That's why I was playing like double trap stun and stuff like that.
Okay, so read the deck list and we'll talk more about your deck. So you're on triple Elder, 1 Laura, 1 Wen, double Paleo, triple Cannahawk, 1 Petalfin, triple Rampengu, 1 Sephiroth Replica. Alright, for the spells you have 1 Book of Moon, 1 Defissure, 1 E-Tele, 1 Ritual Beast Bonds, 1 Soul Charge, triple Upstart. For the traps you have double Phoenix Chain, 1 Macro, double Mirror Force, 1 Ring of Destruction, triple Ambush, triple Steeds, 1 Warning, 1 Trenchal, double Trap Stun, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. For the side you have double Lancia, triple Veiler, triple Flying, double Maxi, double Retaliancy, double MST, and 1 Ojama Trio. For the extra you have triple Ulti Paleo, triple Ulti Cannahawk, double Ulti the big one, double Ulti Petalfin, 1 Dweller, 1 Nexton, 1 Cowboy, 1 Levier, and 1 Chidori. So first off, I see a lot of people have been cutting the E-Tele. Why'd you cut it to 1?
Because I wanted like the most consistent deck as possible, and even though when you have E-Tele, it gives you more tamers, the worst possible hands you can have are full of tamers. And the best, like, if you draw a tamer with a bunch of traps, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't progress your game. But if you draw like Cannahawk, Rampengu, and a bunch of traps, it like gets you to all your combo pieces eventually. So I want to like minimize the amount of tamers I actually play. That's why I only play like 6 tamers in my main deck, like 3 of the important one and 1 of each of the other ones, just for the names.
Is that also the same reason why you didn't play any Gold Strike or Foolish Burial?
Yeah, like even though they're really good turn 1 cards, I feel like this deck is a lot better when you play it like more of a grindy style of a deck instead of trying to turn 1 combo. Because if you turn 1 combo, you're so susceptible to like Maxi or like drawing a bunch of monsters and not being able to you're so susceptible to getting trished if you play a bunch of monsters and a bunch of combo pieces.
So you felt like this build was more to your playstyle, where you're like, you're a Shaddol player, you're a BA player, you're like grinding out matches out.
Yeah, usually. Like a lot of my wins I never comboed. It was like literally Rampengu, protect it, and then draw a tamer, and eventually I'll win.
Alright. So that's all the same reason with the trap stuns. This is very uncommon to see trap stuns in a Ritual Beast deck with 17 traps. That's very unorthodox.
Because every time you flip trap stun, usually it's game. Like it's gonna be like game. Like this deck is really good at like clearing, like bouncing all their monsters back to their hand, and then doing like 8,000 damage. And it's like not even that bad because a lot of Nekroz players are like playing Emptiness, Torrential. So at least it kind of hits some cards of the deck. And then against BA, it's really hard to go off under like 4 traps.
I see. You see the side is all full of hand traps. What was the reason behind this?
Because the only way I lose against Nekroz is they flip Decree and they flip Danko, or they summon Danko. So I sided 5, 7, I sided 9 hand traps against it, and I would side out 9 of my 17 traps, and I would basically just they would summon Danko, and it would only hit a Steeds, and then it would try to Trishula me, and I'd have a way to stop it.
Yeah.
Or they would try to go off turn 1, and then I'd try to just stop it, usually with a hand trap.
So it's kind of like smoke screening your deck into hand traps.
Yeah, hand trap deck, basically.
Okay. So what were your MVPs for the weekend?
The card that I thought was really, really good was Flying Sea. Like, that card helped me beat Psy-frame. Because they would summon a guy and special summon Flying Sea, and then they couldn't have a way to get it off the field, so they couldn't negate my card. So I'd literally just sit there and build up a giant wall until I could finally like go off.
So pretty much you just waited until you had a good hand to beat them.
Yeah. I would literally just sit there forever. And then Ojama Trio was also like another card, and like it was funny. Ojama Trio like helped me beat Towers game 2. Like I went first. He goes, activate both scales. I flip Ojama Trio, and he can only summon 2 monsters, so he couldn't sack for towers.
So no towers for him.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Like, the best card, I think, was probably, like, Kanahawk, like, obviously, or Rampengu, because, like, if I draw one of those cards, and I just draw all purple cards, like, traps, I think I'm going to just win the game, because, like, those cards are, like, +1s, like, all the time.
I see. And then, were there any changes you would make to the deck if you were playing this deck again in the next event?
Leviair should not be a Leviair. It should probably just be a Castel. So many times that they flipped Iron Wall on me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I needed a way because Shidori puts it on top.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna just draw it eventually, so I would have played Castel.
Yeah.
Also, I'd probably try to play like Instant Fusion because like the other deck that topped 8, there's 2 Ritual Beasts in top 8. Me and another guy. I think he played like Instant Fusions because it gives you more access to like rank 4s, and also it's like another combo piece. It's like a mini teleport.
Yeah, because you don't only run 2 MSTs, so if Iron Wall comes out, it's like GG until you get the MST.
Yeah, a lot of times I mean, like it's pretty easy to play over Iron Wall because you have double trap stun and you have the MSTs. But then like the trap card Ambush is really good at setting up like Excite on Night.
Oh yeah.
And or Soul Charge even. Soul Charge, summon 2 guys, summon like 4 guys, make a Chidori, put it back on top of deck, and then if the 2 other guys you Soul Charge, like lets you do your full combo, and then once you have like all the 5 traps set, it doesn't matter if they have Iron Wall anymore because they're just gonna die next turn.
I see. So it was still pretty tough, but you can find that way out.
Yeah, I think this deck's like really good if someone knows how to play it. Like, it's like broken.
So would you play this again in the next event?
Probably. Like a lot of the times, a lot of my opponents didn't know how to play. Like I remember me and my friends, they were all watching me, and they'd write down or like they'd remember how many turns I got for free. Like no one knew what to do against my deck. Both Nekroz players had no idea what I was doing. So they literally gave me like 4, 5, 6, 7 turns of living because they didn't know how to like properly approach my deck.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like, I'm scared to attack, or it's like, maybe trishing now would be good. Like they didn't know how to play against it, and I think that's like the best part of the deck. Most people still don't know what this deck does.
Yeah, it's kind of like why Psy-frames did pretty well. Like they don't know what they're doing, and they just follow it right into the traps. So that's pretty much it. You have any shoutouts you want to give?
Shoutouts to same people: Gerardo Lopez, Paulina, and Team Ryan's car.
All right, same old. Just back at work. So we'll see you at ARG Anaheim.
Yeah, most likely.
But no San Jose.
No San Jose, unless someone wants to pay a $600 ticket, so I could go to the Philippines to San Jose.
So when you go into Philippines, man?
Like the weekend before, the weekend of with the YCS. I'll be there for like 5 days.
All right, man. We hope you have a safe trip and come back safely. You're one of our best SoCal players. And that's pretty much it, YouTube. And yeah, congrats again, Ed. And we'll see you next time, YouTube. Laters.